82 here. It is time for another G.I. Joe toy review. Before I get into that, I want to thank all of you guys for the great comments and feedback I got on this knockoff Vamp. I was really surprised, to be honest. I know I gave it a harsh review. Part of that was theatrics. The other part was just from the frustration of a Johnny-come-lately trying to copy a popular vehicle, and a vehicle that was sold in their stores nonetheless. I mean, can you blame them, really? Because the Vamp is a beautiful vehicle. It is awesome in so many different ways. So I purchased this for two reasons. One, I wanted to give you guys a nice side-by-side comparison of this compared to the Vamp and Vamp Mark II, as well as I was planning on customizing this. And the feedback I got was, I loved it. It was very positive. And there was one comment that come from a gentleman that mentioned that he's going to buy, he bought this for his nephew because his nephew loved his Vamp and he wanted his nephew to have a Vamp of his own, but giving the high prices of them, he couldn't buy him one. And that just supports what I've been saying all this time, that the prices of G.I. Joe have gotten to be so blasted expensive, it's making it hard for people to purchase and to share with the younger generation, to pass on the love of these awesome toys. And that too, it continues to frustrate me until the prices start dropping to make them affordable. Joeflation is out of control. And I also received another comment that this should be customized to a Cobra vehicle, or it would look nice as in a Cobra Blue, and I most certainly agree. I was planning on customizing it to a the bad guy, one of the bad guy vehicles, either Cobra or the Iron Grenadiers. Oh, this individual also suggested a Dreadnought Vamp, which is pretty cool. I'll have to go through my paint to see if I have Dreadnought colors. That, I like that idea too. So give me something to mow over a little bit and something to do here on my downtime. So I'll let you guys know. Very grateful for your generosity for my Gofundme page. Getting a lot of nice positive feedback on that. A lot of people wishing me well and things of that nature, and that just bolsters my spirits. Not the financial support, that this goes to show me the good-hearted people out there. I did find a part-time job. Thank goodness, that would allow me to work with my oxygen. Employers have a sneaky way of getting around stuff like that, because they obviously see it as a liability. They don't want some guy dying on their shift or collapsing due to health issues, so they simply just don't hire you. And going into a job interview huffing and puffing isn't a good thing either. So it makes it very frustrating. but I did find a part-time job, and I'm very, very grateful for that. Hopefully I'll be able to get up enough money to add to what's already been given in Gofundme to make it out to Joe Fest. So if you want, I'm not expecting this from anybody. You don't feel obligated in any way, shape, or form to donate to that page, but I'll have it down in my description. Also a coffee account, but the coffee account is for this channel. And when you make a contribution, I'll put you in with the list of channel supporters under your screen name, unless you want me to use your given name. What was I thinking? Oh, sorry. So today, getting into the review, we're going to be looking at something special. You guys deserve it. You deserve my absolute best every time. And I like to keep things exciting on this channel. I got a lot of great feedback from Shockwave and from my Mobap reviews. Those were great toys. I saw Shockwave as a kid. Like I said, I passed him up for an Iron Grenadier, but I always regretted not buying him. And when HCC 788 reviewed him, I have to get him. And the prices, you know, I fortunately found him at a very, very decent price. So thank you very much for the feedback on that. I use your comments as a way to rate my channel to determine what I review next, given the popularity of that action figure or that specific year. So please keep those comments coming. It gives me a little bit of brain food to work with. So today we're going to take G.I. Joe across the world. We're taking it to India. We're going to be looking at the 1995 Funskool Storm Shadow. Now, I don't have a lot to say about the Funskool Storm Shadow because I didn't have him as a kid. Didn't even know Funskool existed up until 2 years ago. I knew there was Funskool, but I didn't know they did G.I. Joe. But I do have the Hasbro Storm Shadow that I won't get too much into him. I'll do that when I review him, but I purchased him as a kid with my paper round money, so I'll do a comparison of those two. So to read a little bit on the back of this package, it is made in India by Funskool India Ltd, 826 Tampur Towers, Mount Road, Chennai, Chenai. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Postcode 600-002. It's a joint venture of MRF Limited and Milton Bradley International, subsidiary of Hasbro Incorporated USA. Now, Milton Bradley, I'll give you a brief history on that, was a gentleman who created the first board game. He created, I think, is in the early 20th century or the late 19th century or 19th century. He carried that brand, as we know, is very popular for many, many years, and Hasbro bought them out, but kept their name. On the back further reads, contains one unit, commodity toy, maximum retail price RS72. I guess RS is their form of money down there. If you know differently, let me know. Also have a link down in the description for Funskool Rony. He is another reviewer that reviews Funskool toys. He, in my opinion, is the authority on Funskool. Continuing, inclusive of all taxes. Copyright 1995, Funskool India Limited. Color product may vary from illustration. So, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into this review. I'm excited to see what this guy's all about. I've never held a Funskool toy before, so it's be interesting to see the plastic. So let's go ahead and check this guy out. Didn't mean to block out the camera. Alright, so first off, the card is very, very floppy. It's just made out of a very flimsy card stock. And the bubble seems to be a little bit thinner than what we're accustomed to here in the States. So let's go ahead and cut it open and use my wood carving knife. Try not to slash my hand open here. This thing is incredibly sharp. Alright, let's go ahead and 86 that. Let's cut into here we go. If you're squeamish about knives, I'm sorry. Should have warned you at first. Alright. Even as a kid, I was real delicate about opening the bubbles to preserve the card art. I don't have a sheath, so I store it in a block of styrofoam. Okay. First time seeing air since 1995. Wow. Yeah, right off the bat, the plastic does feel different. It is a lighter plastic. Stretch him out here. Come on, Stormy. Wake up, buddy. Joints are very stiff. The paint is sticky. I don't know if that's from age or if that's just how the paint is. See if we could read that, and it looks like it is written in Hindi. Oh no, it says Hasbro on it. How about that? Okay. Alright, he has the Rashikagi tattoo. There we go. Let's go ahead and compare the accessories. Okay, Funskool is a little bit lighter than Hasbro. Same thing with the swords. The plastic on those feel about the same. Compare the claw. This one doesn't have a sheen to it. So watch out for this stuff on the aftermarket. Somebody might try. This is a duller plastic. Some less scrupulous person might try to pass that off as being Hasbro. So always be on the lookout for that. But I've found that generally 99.9% of the people on eBay are honest. So they want to make money, do it the right way. So this one's obviously yellowed over time. I store him now with a silicone pack. The camouflage, you see this one is a little bit lighter. You can see the airbrushing in it. This is more of a heavy-handed brush. All in all, they're both very well made. I am pleasantly surprised. Honestly, that is pretty cool. You can tell the articulation is still the same. I like that. The card art obviously is the same from American manufacturers, or North America I should say. Same thing on the top here, fully posable Modern Army action figure, interchangeable snap-on, stay-on accessories, ages 5 and up. Though I'd feel comfortable giving that to a 3-year-old to play with, depending on the level of maturity, of course. The cross-sell is really interesting. These are all the figures available. Obviously their color design is different. Barbecue is not gray, he's blue over there. And they changed Sergeant Slaughter's name over to Sergeant Smasher. That is really interesting, I guess because of the violent nature of his name. I wonder if the Sarge had to you know, sign off on that to change his name, or that's the name he branded, not Hasbro. So very interesting on that. I should ask him on Twitter. Oh, it says right up here in the corner, clip and save for your command files. So go ahead and read his file card. This is codename Storm Shadow Ninja. File name is classified, but we all know his name is Roger Delafonte Delamore Della Vega. Just made that up. Primary military specialty, covert operations. Oh, he's a ninja. Storm Shadow served with Snake Eyes in Southeast Asia, and both of them later studied secret arts of ninjutsu with Storm Shadow's family, a ninja clan that could trace its history back through 30 generations of assassins. Unhinged by the murder of his uncle and mentor, the Hard Master, he infiltrated Cobra seeking revenge, but found vengeance to be a poor substitute for life. I agree. People get swallowed up in that sometimes. Now, in semi-remitment at a remote mountain hideaway, he occasionally takes a special mission or two if Snake Eyes asks him nicely. Ha ha. Snake Eyes will probably have to write that down. And I did clip this off of 3D Joe's, and we'll compare the two. Name is classified. Covert operations. Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow served with Snake Eyes. Okay, they got all that in. That's great, but in the bottom they just left out the quote, and I will read that when I review Storm Shadow. But isn't that cool? I really like the cross-sell section. It's pretty neat. So there we have it. The Funskool Storm Shadow. His accessories, of course, are the same. It looks like he has a rope ladder here in the back, a pair of nunchucks. He has some throwing stars sculpted at the top and at the bottom. His sword does slot in here very nice. I like that about it. Let's look at the backs. Okay, obvious difference there. Outside of the color, this is something to look for on the aftermarket too, because it has these holes in it from molding, and it just snaps right into his back there. Pretty nice. I like it a lot. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish up this review. Okay, so I hope you guys like that. I love to learn about G.I. Joe. It's a continuous process. Even as seasoned veteran reviewers out there are still learning. The community of G.I. Joe is great. I love talking with you guys on Twitter. Sometimes I'm over on Instagram. But, pardon me. It never ceases to amaze me, the wealth of information that you guys have. And also just the brotherhood that we share. And I use that as a general term. I'm learning that there are a lot of female collectors out there as well. I mean, you don't have to be a male to enjoy G.I. Joe. My daughter loved playing with these when she was little. Loved my Star Wars toys more, and she played with those mostly. So I gave her all of those when she turned 16. You know, I intentionally saved my toys for that purpose, to pass them on to my kids so they could enjoy the things that I enjoyed. And you know, it was all the Masters of the Universe, obviously G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and my younger brother played with all those as well, but he just wanted to keep his Ninja Turtles, which I had outgrown playing with toys by then. Not really. I still play with them. What do you think these reviews are? It's an adult's way of playing with toys, also shooting video, or you know, stop motion videos and live action videos like G.I. Joe Berg. You know, we're playing with our toys. Nothing wrong with it. We're creative people. Great in the workplace because we have our creativity. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into my favorite segment, Byron's Gripes. Now, I honestly don't have much to gripe about with this. The price on Funskool is going up, but it depends on the action figure. Storm Shadow right now is going for $19.99 to $52.11. $52.11 is a bit steep. Storm Shadow is very common. Very, very common. So I wouldn't pay more than $23 for him, honestly. I didn't find any loose that were at a fixed price. There are a lot that are up for auction, and they are being sold as Funskool, fortunately. You know, somebody's not trying to pass it off as Hasbro. Somebody's selling his full card back for $9.99. No. I mean, that's half the price of the figure. And some of these, the figure's worth more outside of the packaging because the packaging is just trash. They're torn up. I learned that there is an all-white variant of him. I mean, they didn't add any color save for his Arashikage tattoo. All the rest of it is completely white. Well, his skin too. They didn't white that out. But very, very interesting. Like I said, we're always learning something new about G.I. Joe. And loose, there's one loose, I'm sorry, for a fixed price of $16.99. Yeah, I would pay that. Obviously, it was complete and loose. I didn't find any accessories or anything like that, so, you know, I didn't have much to gripe about. But, yeah, I I recommend this action figure. I really do. He is definitely worth buying. It's just a great figure all in all. So I'm getting pretty run down here. You guys, thank you very, very much. Please look down in the description for shout outs for my channel supporters, and also links to Funskool Rony and G.I. Joe Berg down in the description as well. They do some pretty cool live action movies. They even narrate them and take a different approach to things. So all that being said, I can't thank you guys enough. When I reach 250 subscribers, I'm just 30 some away. I'm going to be holding a giveaway. Very nice toy, I promise you. 250 is a good number for me. I obviously would love to get more, but yeah, 250 is my goal. So if you could please share this video with your friends and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate that as well. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this Storm Shadow. And like I said, it helps me to add, to determine what I'm going to review next. And if you want to see more Funskool, I have one more carded Funskool that I could unbox, and that'll be a surprise which one that is. So thank you again, really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And this has been Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. You guys have a fabulous day. Be kind to each other, especially be kind to animals. This is Joe Motion Videos 82 signing off. Bye bye. Block out the camera. Ooh.